energy storage systems, or ESS, is what we're going to be talking about. They're taking over. It's really a way to collect energy. We have a need to go towards green, to move away from fossil fuels. But when we collect that electrical energy, we have to be able to store it so that we can dissipate it and send it on its way at a later time. Could you tell me a little bit about some of the trends that you think are making ESS such a big topic right now?
Oh, absolutely. Well, as the markets evolve and as we move away from fossil fuels to green energy like wind generated or solar or water generated, we definitely had to find ways to store the energy, right? So that's the nature of the ESS. Now, from our perspective, we're trying to help that out to make efficient use of that energy and condition it the right way so it's delivered to the households or to the commercial sides of it.
So you're really involved in being able to store and then send through all these different types of interconnections to its proper place at its proper time.
That is correct. And we actually divide it in two types. We divide it in types, which is commercial and residential. In terms of the needs, they have specific needs from one another that will help deliver the correct amount of it.
Well, let's tackle one of those areas then. Let's talk a little bit about the commercial area. What is it inside the commercial space when we look at city infrastructures or buildings and institutions that they're focused on and what they need to have a solid ESS solution?
Well, for that type of applications, you will be making sure you get reliable and robust connections. So it's a little different from others. In this case, reliability and robustness will come from this type of connectors, the density you may need, and the technology you may need to transfer that energy from the battery systems to the inverters to deliver on the device. You do it on one end, you can do it on multiple ends, making sure the people is not going to connect them in the wrong position. And again, you're going to continue to have those red lock mechanisms to make sure it all clicks together.
Well, we've been talking about commercial, about how we have to have reliable connections, but you also mentioned robust. So I imagine things like ingress protection, being able to protect against harsh environmental elements that exposed to. What are you doing in that area?
Part of what we're offering is we're offering options. Depending on the customer's design, they can either do isolated from the environment themselves, and we got a lower cost version for it. But if the customer wants to do use it as an interface connection, we do have our own IP rated connectors. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What are some of the typical ratings of these?
The typical rating we will go to on these applications is up to IP68. All right. We're actually working on the next generation for IP69, which is not necessarily needed. But again, when you're talking about robustness,
you want to be able to go everywhere.
Exactly. You want it to go under space if you need to.
Right. Okay.
Right. So that's going to be the next generation. But as of now, we're going up to IP68.
Well, I want to ask you, do you have any final words that you'd like to share with our viewers about ESS and what Amphenol is doing?
Oh, yeah. Well, by all means, within Amphenol, we strive to support any interconnect needs you may have. So either standard or customized, we're never shy to help out with that. We have a saying within Amphenol is, if we don't have it, you don't need it, right? So when customers need something special, we're never shy again to try to put something special for them. But we believe in what we do is already special to start with, so it may be able to solve problems from the beginning.
That's excellent.